Here we go. Okay, Mobility Wednesday. I have got my chair. See, I have got my little spongy pad. And you might be seeing this over here. What is this? This is my extremely heavy weight. How am I going to use this? I really want to encourage you, those of you who have gotten these weights from me or from anybody, and or a very heavy weight, make sure that you have it where you can pick it up, because we're going to do that in just a minute. So we're going to start at our chair, and we're going to start with rotations, okay? And first of all, see how I'm clearing my pathway? So first of all, a rotation is going to come through the arms, because we're going to be hanging on this side and this side, all right? So with the arms, I'm going to open, but not way up here, okay? I'm going to start doing what I call the treadmill, or like you're pressing grapes. See, if you do a move like this, like you're pressing grapes, that is very different than just walking in place. See, walking in place, you barely bring your feet up, and you rock from side to side. No, I want you to do like a hip action. And if you need to have a chair here, that's fine, but you're bringing your whole foot up, which is what Kathy is groaning about, because of course that's going to be her challenge. So slow down. But you see this pumping action? And whenever I'm doing this, see my foot is in dorsiflexion, exactly what is giving her a problem, okay? This move right here, and in just a minute, we're going to point flex. But as we're doing this move, and you don't have to bring your knee up very high to accomplish bringing the whole foot off the ground at the same time. It is a very different move. And I'm doing this because that's how I want your feet to look as you're doing this. So you have to do almost a little hip hinge. So we're rotating. So I'm going to open, I'm going to close. I'm going to keep doing that little move that's called, I call it, you're mashing grapes. So you have to make your foot flat on the bottom. So as I'm doing this, I don't sling them, okay? Now I'm going to add a head turn. So I'm going to turn my head. I'm going to come here, turn my head the other way. Open, close, open, close. Don't be surprised if you don't get off balance. You will. Okay, just bring your foot down a little. Okay, and like right now, drop your shoulders. Yeah, they snuck up. I know that. Okay, now I'm just going to take this and go like this. So you see what I'm doing? I'm doing a split stance. See that? A split stance and a semi-turn, a rotation. There we have that word again. And I'm going to do this first. Keep my shoulders down. My toe in the back is in what position? Straight. See? I'm just going like this. All right? It's almost like a bowling move. See? So stay rib cage up. Breathing in through the nose, turn the whole upper body. The foot doesn't turn, and you go this way. And then you come in, get your chin in. Now just come back, switch. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn and look. See that? So make sure your toes are forward, okay? And I'm going to go like that. I'm just going to bring my hands low and turn my whole body so it's facing that way. Okay, and do it a couple times. Keep your feet flat down. Keep your knees very soft, almost bent. Breath. Keep your chin tucked, chin tucked, chin tucked. Okay, this is a very valuable move. if you will think how you're moving so that you're not rounding your back, rounding your shoulders, doing all that. The shoulders drop, the rib cage lifts, you turn. See, I'm facing this way with my shoulders, and then I bring it back. Okay, take a big deep breath. Now I'm going to put my hand here, and the leg closest to the chair is going to do a little swing. See that? But here's the deal. I would not have somebody like Kathy this morning do this move. Why? Because you have to keep your toe up. That's why I did this to start with. I wanted you to get that toe up, okay? Drop your shoulders, drop your chin, and you're gonna swing from the hip, not from the knee. You don't have any bending from the knee. Now, what would somebody like that has having trouble with their the foot dropping and not coming up? I would have her continue this and bring the toe up if possible, okay? Then those of us who can free swing and keep the toe up. That's a very important aspect of this move. Now, my knee, my supporting knee is not really bent. It's just soft. Because see, I don't want to shorten my leg length right here, because then that would cause me in this move to hit the ground with my foot. So many of us don't do this kind of move, okay? Because it's pretty quick, all right? And one of the things that I caution you about is moving too quickly. That, especially if you're having trouble with hips, knees, feet, etc. Okay? See how I'm doing this? Take a big breath through the nose. Release through the mouth or nose. Drop your shoulders, rib cage up. Couple more. Yeah, I know you're going to want to quit on me. Don't do it. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Keep that leg moving. Okay? And you should feel it on one side versus the other side in your lower back. And it's not a bad feeling. It's just, it's contracting to hold you in this position, right? Now, I could just turn around. If I were you, I could just turn around, but I'm going to move my chair so that I stay forward to you. I'll turn it this way so you see how my foot's going. So I'm going to drop my shoulders. So we did this to start with. If I did that, and then I did the second move I did leading up to this move, you would start to feel better already, because this kind of emotion is massaging the lymph nodes. It is putting oil in your joints, just this, okay? So for that reason alone, you're going to feel better, but don't hurt yourself by dropping your toe here. And when I go back, that's when everybody wants to turn their toe out. Don't do it. Keep that toe up in dorsiflexion. Keep this knee just soft. Push down on the chair, not hard, but it keeps my shoulders engaged. And I'm doing a great swing through, okay? This is like a basic move of really well-coached track teams, because this is a dynamic or moving type of a way to get warmed up and stretched, okay? So make sure you're noticing when you go back, if your toe is turning out, we got to do something with our hip, okay? So that's where I would be standing back there, and I would say, turn your toe to the inside, okay? Keep going. This is right when you're going to want to quit. Don't quit. Keep your knees soft, not bent. Press down. Yeah, these are rotations. Okay. 3 more. Okay. All right. Bring it back. Should have felt it through here. Should have felt it here. Yes. Now, I'm going to turn it this way, see what I'm doing. See this? I'm going to back away just a little. Rotations. Here's my chair. I'm just going to press down. See that? Hip hinge. Now switch legs again. So now I'm going to bring this, my free leg out here, and I'm going to follow pretend line that goes right behind your chair leg. So when people do this, the biggest thing they do is their leg is going all over the place, okay? Pretend or draw a line right across the back of the chair leg. See this? See this? So this is going to require you to use your hips in a different way. So be ready for that. So you soften up your knees. You don't bend them necessarily. You do a tiny bit of a hip hinge. Keep your shoulders down. You bring this foot out here as far as you can, and the ankle is leading. The inside of your ankle is leading. Then you bring it out here, okay? So those of us with hips replaced, I hope you're listening, Chrissy. You don't go real far, okay? Now, elite athletes, track people, yeah, they're gonna have this sucker going way up. Guess what? We can derive some of the very same benefits if we just slow it down, make sure our pathway is correct, that our toe is not getting hooked on anything. And whenever I come across here, this knee is soft, it's not bent. And as I come here, see my ankle is trying to get up here, and then it's trying to lead over here, okay? That's a lot of adductor moves, okay? And it's done more quickly. Now, do you have to swing it? No. See, right now, I'm not swinging it. I'm moving it. So you can choose to move it if you get a little nervous, or if you've ever hooked your toe on something coming through real quick. Yeah, that'll slow you down, okay? So make sure you have a clear pathway and that you are not over rotating in your hip. You want the ankle leading. Front, this side and this side, both sides, ankle, not toe, not nothing else but the ankle, okay? And then you stay with it longer than what you would think, because some of you are like, okay, that's enough, and you want to stop. I'm going to do about 5 or 10 more, okay? Hang on. Breath. See, I'm not swinging it. I'm moving it. All right? There's a little difference in the way you do move. Okay, just a couple more, okay? And put that foot down. You should be feeling things happening here and here, okay? That's what it's supposed to do. Take a breath. We got one more leg to do in that side, but we're gonna do a little interset because some of you have tightened up into the back and it's starting to feel what you call uncomfortable. It's a very good training move, but you'll get tired, especially if you're not used to moving in that way, because see your back extensor where you were feeling it, that's holding you in place, okay? Okay, done, feels better, yes. Now we're gonna do the other rotation on the other side. So it's right here, and it's right here. This is my hip replace side. I hope you're hearing me. I understand some of you are like, oh, I can't do that, my hip is replaced. Everybody's a little different. Don't do anything that you feel is unsafe for you. But see, I don't sling it, or for lack of a better word, swing it. I don't swing it. I am rotating on purpose. So I'm moving the leg across that line behind the chair. Some of you need to do this move pretty much every day because the adductors and the abductors are crucial in our locomotion. And they don't really get enough attention, all right? Now, on my supporting leg, and always adjust if you're getting too close to a chair leg or whatever, okay? But keep your supporting knee soft. It's not really bent. And again, my foot is in full dorsiflexion, okay? Meaning it's not pointed, not right now, okay? And I'm leading from my ankle inside to my ankle outside. See that? And I'm not going real high. Yeah, I couldn't. But I can feel great positive move patterns through my hip here. And the other hip is working to keep me on target. Okay, 2 more. Okay, okay, okay. Now, you should be tightened up right here because you held yourself, right? Take the leg that's very tightened and put it behind your swinging leg. See that? Now I keep that leg straight. And what am I going to do? I'm going to just pull back. See that? It opens all of this very gently. Okay. And all I have is my foot behind the other foot, cross behind my other foot, and then I push forward with my hips. The front of the hips have to push forward. That should alleviate that tightness that you worked up. And the reason I say that you should do this pretty much every day is if that's really tightened through the lower back or through the hip, trying to facilitate that rotation move. Yeah, hello. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to take the other leg. I'm going to go behind the other leg. See that? Both feet are forward. My shoulders are down. Okay. This leg is a little bit soft. And then I'm going to start pushing the hip bones forward as I do a gentle hyperextension. See? It's a very beneficial move for almost all back issues. Almost all. Okay. So it's opening this. This is my hip replace side. This is my knee replace side. No problem with any of that. Great, great relief because you finally stretch this. And why is that so important? You know what we do all day, especially if we tend to have some arthritis or stuff like that starting? You know what we do all day? We do this all day. And then we straighten ourselves up once in a while, but pretty much we're like this. You gotta stop and open these up. And it opens all the pathways through the back. It's just a great move. So learn to do this. And see, as I'm standing here, I could be standing anywhere, okay? I don't have to use something. Or you could be up against a wall, or you could be hanging on to anything. If you're in a line somewhere, just go like that and just press the hips forward. Yeah, you know, nobody even know, you know, what you're doing. Maybe they think you have to go to the bathroom and you just can't find one. That's okay. It will help release your back. Oh my goodness. Do it again on the other side. Here we go. Push the hips forward. Push the hips forward as you pat yourself here. Drop your chin. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose if possible. Yes. And then release and come back. Feel your back right now. Oh my goodness. It's that simple in most cases to take care of an extremely tight back, hip, etc. We did rotations. That's what we did to start with. Okay, we did the open hands rotations. Now we're going to do these rotations and we're going to go right into our chair and we're going to use our little pad here. Okay, so I have it here because I'm going to do some rotations through the ankle. Okie dokie. So here I am, and I'm going to go split stance again. Now, if you wanted to make this more challenging, let me tell you what you do. You simply move over to your pad. You put your toe on the edge of the pad and you drop your heel. See? Not hard. See my toe, the balls of my foot on the back leg is on the edge of my pad, and I'm dropping my heel gently. Not hard. I'm not trying to hit the floor. I'm trying to get you in a position to do some rotations through the ankle, the foot, the Achilles tendon, the lower calf and leg muscles. Okay. So once you hit that, notice your front leg. If your front leg isn't out far enough, because maybe you're feeling unsteady. If you're feeling unsteady in this position, always, always, always get a chair. You have your kitchen chair. It's super easy to bring it over to you and place your hand on it. That's just your insurance. You don't have to use it. So see, I'm looking here. I want the ball of my foot to be on the edge of the pad, and I'm dropping the heel now. See that? So once you drop the heel, you play back and forth between pushing your knee down and then straightening and trying to put the heel down. You bend your knee and then you straighten your knee. That's it. So it's bending, straightening. So this would be a really good thing for somebody like Kathy, who is recovering from knee surgery. If she feels comfortable standing, she could even do this sitting and just do one leg at a time. She wouldn't have to try to maintain. But if you can see your way through to standing and then just press into the ball of the foot and then back, because now you're supported. You don't have to worry about trying to pick up that toe. So this little maneuver here, from a bent knee to a straight knee, and you have that 2-inch drop from the pillow that you got your foot on, and you stay level in symmetry. You don't drop one side versus the other side when you're doing this. The whole mechanism right here, this has to engage to do this stinking little move. Keep your chin tucked, keep your shoulders down, your rib cage up, and you just keep rotating back and forth. See, it's all I'm doing with that back knee. I'm pushing the heel down more, and now I'm keeping my heel down and I'm bending the knee. Okay, I'm not setting on it. I'm moving through this. This is such a great prep for somebody who's going to be on their feet. This is a great prep for dancers. This is a great prep for walkers. Oh my goodness. Runners, for sure, because you're addressing the whole underneath of the foot, the ankle, the lower leg, all up and through here, just to do this. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to come back. Yes. And I'm going to pull my little pad over a bit, because I'm going to take this leg back. I'm going to put my ball, my foot on the edge of the pillow and let my heel drop. Is it necessary to get that heel down? No, it won't. In fact, I don't even want it to. I just want you to drop the heel. That's it. Okay. This leg is up here and bent. This is here for insurance. You don't have to use it. So meld into this position. Make sure you're not wonky. Excuse me. I promise I don't have COVID. I just got dry in my throat from talking too much. Yeah, I've heard that before from from my dear husband. Maybe you wouldn't cough if you just quit talking so much. I digress. Okay. I hope you're laughing. Yes, all those fond memories. Okay, see here, I'm just massaging that back leg. That's it. I have this here if I need it. Okay, again, rib cage up, shoulders are down, right? Chin is tucked. And I'm bending my knee down and I'm pushing now back to a straight leg. The heel will take care of itself. You don't necessarily want to bring your heel up when you bend that knee. You want to keep the heel pretty constant. It will change depending on how straight you go and how bent you go. And you have this here if you get too wonky, okay? So if you need to understand wonky, I'll give you Kay's number and she'll describe wonky. She knows it. Okay. Make sure you hang on to that chair, Kay. See what I'm doing? This is a great move to help your ankle, your foot, to really get into that calf, Achilles, but it's also opening this, especially if you're using a pad like this. Now you can do this on the floor, no question. You just won't have as much of a stretch putting that bending and straightening the knee, okay? You still want to keep your heel down, one way or the other, whether you use a pad or whether you're just on the floor, okay? Yeah, I'm going to stay in this for a bit. You know that because this is a moving kind of a mobility, rotational drill that I'm trying to get you to do right now. Okay, see how it's going? Ooh, yeah, you're feeling all kinds of stuff in through here. Exactly. Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders. There's your lineup. Okay, so no matter where you're at, if you're diagnosed with something like osteoporosis, you know you have delicate back, you still got to learn to line yourself up. And it's a moment by moment thing. And most of it is pulling yourself back so that you're not leading out with your head. Okay? Keep massaging this. I got a couple more. Yes, I do. Here we go. Breath. Yeah. Okay, one more. Here we go. See? Straight, then bend. And you're feeling all that stuff around that shoulder. Okay? Now, I'm going to use my pad again in just a second. Here's my chair. Okay. Now, we are thoroughly warmed up. You should be feeling much less stiff just from those simple moves. It's amazing because I gave you two huge opportunities to open here. I didn't point the second one out, but that's what we were doing. When you do that, oh my goodness, your back feels better, everything. So do it before it starts feeling bad. Okay, I have my weight box right here, my weight stack. See that? Okay. Not very often, and I know this is not weight training. I'm not going to do weight training. However, here's the whole rack. Okay. Many of you do working outside. You go on trips, etc. I'm trying to help you be more mobile and be confident to pick up something like an 18-pound. Okay, now I feel, if Nancy's on, I feel her rolling her eyes. Nancy, you can do this. Number one, you see what I did? I took my weights, and when you move your weights around, you have to have the whole stack on there anyway. Okay, that said, I'm going to keep it right here. See? That's one of my first tips. If you can put a suitcase or something like up on a bench, this would be a bench, then you put your hand under here and look what I'm doing. I'm rotating back, down, I'm grabbing, and I'm just coming up against that. See that? And I'm putting it down. So I'm just going through the mobility of a carry. Now I'm going to turn. See, it's right here. I'm going to bend, bring it right here, and then I'm going to come up. See that? Now, if I wanted to really turn this into like an exercise, of course, I would take it all the way down, and I'd put it on the floor, and I would come up. But I'm doing mobility moves today. So I'm going to go to the knee, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to encourage you to take the whole stack. Drop your shoulders, breath in through the nose, push your butt back, come to the knee with that whole stack and come back. Now squeeze your butt. Yes. So it's right there and it's right there. For anybody out there that has diagnosed osteoporosis, generally speaking, it's going to be affecting in the thoracic region of your spine first. Not always, but that's generally where it goes, okay? Look what I'm doing. I'm hanging on to this with my hand, and it's hanging right from my shoulder, okay? Which impacts your thoracic region of your spine. See that? See, I'm just going to my knee. I'm pretending this is a big old heavy suitcase. This is a big old heavy suitcase. See this? This move that I'm doing right now are all rotations, I might point out. I am hanging on. I'm rotating the hips, bending a little in the knee, but it's big hip rotation is what it is. And I'm only going to my knee. I'm acting like I'm putting that suitcase down and then come back. Now you can look and see, how's my shoulders? I want to keep them pretty much in symmetry. See? Then I'm going to go to the other side. Just when you start feeling tired on one side, you don't have to do like a prescribed number. It's how you feel. This is about mobility today using practical rotations. Now, when you're going to the knee, whether you have weights or whether you don't, here's what we generally see. You go down, everything's good here, but I see this going. See that? And that's what we don't want to do. So I'm going to go to the knee, and I'm going to keep my chin tucked, and I'm not going to lift my chin and crank my neck. See that? Now you're standing your ground on this. What do I mean by that? Well, your hips distance apart or shoulder distance apart with your feet. And you want to feel the pressure on all four corners. Because see, I'm only going to the knee. I start to go into the heels when I'm approaching the down. Then I come back up and I'm on all four corners. So that subtle shift is huge. And I'm trying to see if you can feel that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this right here. See this? So here's my whole rack. It's the whole rack. You can do it, Nancy, the whole rack. See this? Now what am I going to do? I'm letting this pull on me, and I'm just doing a very subtle swing or move from my shoulders. I'm not lifting. It's a pendulum. See that? So I'm holding my ground. My back is very extended, and I'm letting the pendulum just go. Okay? Take a breath. Then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to put my rack in its little case, just like that. Now I'm going to do the big arm rotations. There we go, rotations again. See that? Okay, see your feet? Here's an experiment. I want you to do a couple, just like this. You're flat on the floor. Some of you have shoes on. I hope most of you are barefooted. Open your toes. Yeah, solid into your feet. And you're gonna do, some people have called these windmills. But again, I don't want to sling. I want to rotate, but I want to move through the rotation. See how I'm moving? So my body is actually doing around the hips, from one hip to the other, and the trunk is kind of doing a figure eight. That's kind of this motion. See that? Okay. See that? No problem. Correct? Here's the test. Here's the experiment. Get your little pad. It's tiny, tiny, tiny bit longer than it is wide. It's not a complete square. So put it lengthwise, stand on it so that you are hip width, shoulder width apart. Soften up, okay, good stance. Now you're gonna do your rotations, okay? With your arms, you're gonna rotate and rotate. You should be feeling a lot more movement through your feet to keep you on balance. So this kind of a rotation, if you did 30 of these and you really maintained your balance, would help wake up all your proprioceptive muscles, ligaments, tendons, bones, everything, your inner ear, because you are moving all over the place on your feet as you're rotating. You feel the balance moving, and you have to press on those toes. Then you have to press on the heels. Then you have to press on the outer foot, on the inner foot. You got it? Stay with me. Okay, so this kind of a steady holding move is something that would definitely be a rehab for knee surgery, a foot problem, balance of any type. Okay, this kind of a move, and really and truly, you might get tired doing it, but see, I would say, well, that's irrelevant. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't want you to get tired where you think you can't do anymore, but I want you to try to get to where you can do 30 of these and stay on the disc. These are moving rotations. I'm capitalizing on this whole rotational thing. I'm putting you on an unstable surface, okay? It is a compliant surface, meaning it's moving all over the place. I'm keeping my chin down. I'm really rotating my trunk, okay? To move my arms like this, I have to keep my shoulders in, down, so that they're protecting. And you want to keep going. See how my hands are open? Yeah, just like that, just like that, just like that. And you just keep at it and do breathing. Breathe through your nose, out through your nose. Just make yourself do a couple. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Rotate, rotate. See how gently that you rotate? You're rotating around the knee. You're rotating through the hip. You're rotating through the back. You're rotating through the shoulders. Oh my goodness. It's just that people do a few of these and then they quit. So I'm saying stay with it for a bit until you get to like the 30. Yeah, 30. Okay. Take a breath. Keep your chin tucked. Okay, two more. Two more. Keep your tummy tight. Yeah. I didn't need to say that, right? Okay. Shake out, shake out, shake out. Open, close, open, close. Pull those fingers back. Pull those fingers back. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to go get in the chair and I'm going to come right on down into the floor. You can use this under your knee or not. It's totally what you feel that you can do. Okay. So you can either sit and then turn and put your knee down and go down that way if you want to. That's fine. Or just stay here. This is fine. And you can do everything from the chair. See this? This is what I want you to do. Because I'm going to get in the floor in just a second. I'm just showing you an alternative to get this very important rotational move. See this? This is a very important move. Let that go right on down. Lean yourself back. See that? Lean yourself back. Okay? So you keep doing that if you want to from the chair. But if you're going to get down with us, we're going to go like this. See, I'm going to come right on down. And if that is not in the cards for you, then do the one I just showed you. All right? Big deep breath. So I'm right here with my knee at the front of the chair. And I'm going to press through the toe in the back. It's a big, huge stretch for your foot. So I'm going to press and I'm going to push and I'm going to push my heel down. Then I'm going to rotate and I'm going to come back down just like that. I'm going to do this 3 times. So I'm going to press through the toe. I'm going to lean in, tight tummy. Don't hold your breath. Do not hold your breath. Take a breath. Lean in, push, and come up. Yes. And we're going to do it one more time. And see, I just move my foot and ankle enough to adjust, to do what I need to get my leverage, to get myself up. This is the last one, then we're going to switch. Listen, don't avoid this move. This is an extremely important move. As you can see, it really makes you use your legs, your feet, your ankle. It's very important to help you navigate through your whole life, okay? If you can get up and back down easily, and you can do it with a chair, switch, okay? And I have my socks on just so you can see my feet today because I'm against the patterned rug, but you might want to do barefoot. So I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna come down. There, I'm down. If I need to have my pad under my knee, I will have the pad under my knee. If I need to do this, like doing those rotations, like I did with you, if you don't want to get down, then do those rotations. Here we go, 3 of them. Ready? Breath through the nose. Exhale, press, and you're right here. Pushing your heel down, okay? And come down, breathe in, get ready. And exhale. And you're back up. And you're gonna come down, breathe in, drop your chin, drop your shoulders, breathe in, exhale, and come up. Yay. And then I'm gonna come down, because that's where I'm gonna be. If you wanna be in the chair, sit in the chair. You can do all this that we're doing from the chair. You just lean back, you keep your good line, don't round your back. You can do everything that we're doing. We'll have a little bit different slant on it because we're gonna be down in the chair, okay? You ready? I think you can see me here, okay? So I'm right here. So one of the #1 things I always get asked is, give me something for my stomach. I'm like, well, #1, you want to do the pushback exercise. Pushing back from the table. Take only 1 bite of that dessert. You get the idea. But let me just show you some very effective exercises to help you with your stomach. #1, we did a whole bunch of them this morning. Because managing weights, doing rotationals, you have to keep your tummy tight, okay? So now I'm sitting like this, and all I'm gonna do is I'm going to open my hip. So see, I could be very effective with this one sitting. So if you're sitting, you sit your butt to the end of the chair, and then you say rib cage up, just like we're doing on the floor, and then you lean back. Keep your chin tucked. Then you just take your hands like this, okay? You can hang on like this, you can hang on like this, and you just rotate. See that? Then when I come here to the center, I go back just a bit, then I come in and I rotate, okay? So you don't go forward and back when you're rotating. Okay, they're two, you wanna make a distinction. So see, I'm right here. I'm gonna go back. Now I'm rotating. See, so I'm hanging on right here and I'm doing a very gentle rotation with my shoulders down. If I'm getting tired here, I can even do something like this. See that? And I can put one hand over here and then put one hand over here. Okay, I have to hold myself like this whole time, see? So whether I use my hands and do a very slow positional rotation, or whether I take my hands here and my hands here, I'm hanging on this whole time, see? Then I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna take a big breath, put my leg out, keep one knee bent. For those of you with delicate backs, instead of doing it from the floor, you're gonna put your feet in the chair. That's what you're gonna aim for, okay? This is what we're going to end up doing. So if you wanna see this, see, I'm gonna go to the side just to help people with their backs. I'm gonna roll down. I can put my hands behind my head, open my shoulders, keep my knee there, bring my knee in, and then I'm gonna draw on the way down. See that with my toe? Then I'm gonna bring my toe in dorsiflexion. I'm gonna do little tiny pulses there at the bottom. And if I were with you right now, see, I would be poking to make sure your stomach is engaged. And let me move up here so you can see what I'm doing. I think I'm out of range. And I would put my hand under your back. Okay, why? Because I want you to be in neutral spine. I'm doing one at a time. See, I'm drawing on the wall right here. Okay, when I get to the very bottom, then I go to dorsiflexion. I keep a little curve in the spine where I can put my hands or a little matchbox car under my leg there. And I do little pulses. See that? And then I bring my knee in. When do you do it? When you get tired, when you feel this really getting tired. But see, you're holding all of this move. You're doing it all from your core. And I don't want you cramming your back down. I want a little space there, okay? So tighten in, but keep a space there. You got it? Then put your hands behind your head if possible. Elbows down. Keep this knee bent. Switching legs. Here we go. We're going to go in. We're going to go up. And then we're going to point and draw down. And then we're going to go into dorsiflexion. So it's a good move for your ankle. And we're doing those little pulses. Make sure I can get my just one finger under your back. Big breath into the nose. See these little pulses? Yeah. Okay, bring your knee in. Bring your foot up. Point and draw down the wall. Now dorsiflexion and keep tight. Yeah. Breath, breath. Now, if you wanted to get more for the tummy right now, all the world you'd have to do is cradle the back of the head in your hands and lift and just hang out here for a bit. So this is all working pretty effectively. All right, just right there. Big breath, exhale, breath, exhale. Just kind of keep that head in space there, where it is most of the time for me. And bring it down and bring it in. Yeah, you should have felt it there, but this was supporting the whole thing, okay? If you're in the chair, if you're not in the chair, if you're down here or if you're in the chair, side to side, both knees, side to side, both knees, okay? Breath, 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 and breath. Yes. Yes. Now we roll to the side. Okay. Now we're here on the side. And you can use your little pillow if you want to, or you can be right here. Shoulder, elbow. See that? It's whichever is better for you. You can put your little hand right here, arm this way. I would prefer you put your arm back here. See? See, just like I was trying to get you to start your sleeping position. So either or is fine with me. I'm going to choose this just because I'm going to put a little pressure through my thoracic, shoulder, all that. Okay, are you ready? So here I am. I'm going to take this leg right here, and I'm just going to bring it up, just like I did with the leg front. Yeah, I'm going all the way around. You know that word rotation? That's what we're doing right now. Shoulder down, okay? Chin tucked, yes, tighten. And I'm gonna bring my heel ankle up. See, I'm not gonna go very far. I can't go very far, all right? This is kind of an essential move for people that need to get stronger in their hip, okay? Or their knee. This is one of those foundational therapy moves. Yeah. So because of that, I'm going to hammer on you not to roll your hip back. Sure, if you roll your hip back, you can bring that leg way up, but you won't be working the weak muscles, the little tiny ones. Point your toe down, stay shoulder in. If you choose to stay up, you could be laying down, that'd be fine. And so somebody will say, well, how many do I do? Okay, well, I'm always going to shoot for 2 to 3 sets of 10, especially if you're really struggling right now. See if you can get 5 more right now. So I can tell you it's getting my attention. Yeah, we need to try to get to where we can do 2 to 3 sets of 10 of these, but it should be really burning right now. Yes. That's what you want. Okay, bring it in. Take a breath. Yeah, bring it in and just turn, rotate. There's that word. See how I'm just rotating with my knees together here. See, like this, bent. And I'm facing the front. So I'm getting that rotation. We've already practiced this. Okay. I'm going to hang out here for just a second. Then I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up, and I'm going to rotate to the other side. Okay? Now, you know, in this segment that I'm doing today, we've got one more position to do some of these moves in because we're rotating. We did a lot of front. We did several sides standing. Okay? Then laying. Now we're on the side. Then we have the back. Okay. Shoulder, yes. Or I'm telling you, if you haven't tried this, try it. See here? So instead of acting like I'm going to lay down and pulling that shoulder that's sore under you, open. This is one for Kay to try. Okay? Look at this. See? I put my hand back here. I put my little head here. It's very flat. And I'm on the front of the pec. See that? Yeah, just try it. And then do this lift. See that? You can't rotate back. See, keep doing it that way. I'm going to choose this way, but you can't rotate your hip when you do it that way. So you can do 2 positions that are very beneficial. But here's the thing. This is a really important move to keep doing, because it helps facilitate proper movement in your hip. And it gets the weak areas. This is my replaced hip, by the way. Okay, I'm leading with my heel. Don't release here. Keep the shoulder in. Breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep the toe headed down. You're leading with your ankle and heel. Yeah. Breath, big breath. It should be just kicking right through here. Yeah, I know. Shoot for 2 sets of 10. You know, I'll go for 3 when you're ready, but I understand that's a lot to ask. Breath, breath. Okay, 3 more, just 3 more. Just do it with me. You can do it. Okay, 1 more. Okay, bring it in. Release. See, it's releasing. Turn. and address the floor. Try reading your daily thoughts or devotions for the day in this position. I challenge you. Okay, keep your shoulders down and you're just heading right like this. A lot of rotation going on here, a lot of rotation. Take a breath, hang out here for a bit. Drop your shoulders, just hang out here. Okay, now unpeel yourself. So how do you do that? Many ways. See where I'm at here. We got plenty of time. Okay, rotate. We're coming up out of it, but I'm just going to go right here into the floor. If I didn't want to be in the floor, I would be standing behind my chair, or I would be putting my hands at the wall. That's all I would do. And then I would just bend my knee, just like that. See that? I'm going to lower myself, okay? Just like this, forehead on the hands, and then press, and then bring it down. And then roll back. Here we go, press, all the way down. Bring it up, press, squeeze your butt right there, all the way down. Here we go, heel in, press up, and roundhouse down. Here we go. Heel in, breath, all the way down. Okay, take a big breath. 2 more. Here we go. Heel, press, and then down. Heel, press, and then down. Okay, rotate into the other one. Here we go. You can do your forehead on your hands, tight tummy, lift, all the way down. Okay, heel, in, up, all the way down. Heel in, breath, all the way down. Heel in, up, all the way down. Here we go. Heel in, up, all the way down. Now, right now, before you do anything else, if you're in this position or if you're in your chair, rotate your heels, drop your shoulders, rotate, big breath, just rotate. Yeah, the top of your feet should be down on the floor and rotating through the heels. So we started on rotations and we're ending on rotations. Then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to go toes. I'm going to go press. And I'm going to go up. I'm going to take a big breath and go back into rotations again. This was a rotational move today to try to help you move through your Thanksgiving a little better. I hope it helped. I really do. Okay.